So they should know.
Yeah,
they should know.
Well,
get your merch soon.
Exactly. Level3rd.com.
Level3rd.com. Get your merch, man.
We've been on the phone too much, complaining I leave you alone too much. Keep chopping up my soul too much. Fuck around, make me feel cold too much. Never been down this road before, and now all my feelings are forced to go. You left me wanting more. Full moon's got me turning slow.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy PJ in the building. I'm with my boys from Level 3rd Lando.
What up?
Maine, you feel me? How you guys feeling?
We chilling, bro. Chilling. How you living, man?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. I got the hat on. Make sure you get your merch, man.
Yep. Level3rd.com. You already know.
Exactly, man. But you guys both grew up in Lynn, so you guys been long time friends for a long time, since I would say 08.
Yeah. Wow, he sniped. He said.
Very specific. You got it. You nailed it.
So how was that like growing up in Lynn?
Honestly, man, there's two. One, we can start. You interrupt me.
No, I'll start and then you interrupt me, alright? Alright, so technically.
So what happens is basically in Lynn is there's it's such a melting pot. There's two different sides, man. But like you'll have like all different races and all different types of people, but it was always really real out there. You know what I mean, in terms of who you were. Like there wasn't any fakeness, no clicks, as much as like more suburban areas. I was in Swampscott for a while too. That's where we actually met.
Okay.
But like we both grew up in Lynn, so like the differences were night and day in terms of just like people. But like so I moved back to Lynn in my senior year of high school, and it was just, for example, if someone was talking trash, you confronted that person about it. You know,
They'd be like, sir, you didn't like my huaraches? Alright, Duke's up, man. Swampscott is just like, hi!
talk shit.
Right?
It's like a rivalry between Swampscott and Lynn? Or
Nah, I don't think so, man. Although that, when he used to play ball for Swampscott and then he moved to Lynn English, that game it was a rivalry. It was pretty sick.
I feel you on that.
Pretty sick. When you play your old high school, man,
exactly.
Drama, bro.
Yo, so I was back over in Swampscott, went to English, started the playoffs and everything. Yeah. When we played Swampscott, they're like, listen, people were in the stands from Swampscott chanting, he's a backup.
Oh, man.
That would've got me tight.
I loved it. I didn't care at all. That was
He
the
was
coolest
like,
thing.
yes, that's fire.
First of all, I knew everybody in the crowd, so like I was like, clever, well played, very well played. We lost.
So socially, how was like Lynn? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, it's like what he said. It's like you're in the jungle in Lynn, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if you got to be on point with your like swag, or else like you're a target. You feel me? So like, you know what I mean? That's just straight up what it is. Either you fall to the back and hide in the jungle, or if you want to come out and be yourself, you better be prepared to, you know, face the I don't want to say consequences. The tide, you know, the tide of war, man. That's just what it is.
It's more yourself you get called out for. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hide. Like, you can't hide yourself at all.
I feel you.
It was funny. I remember like the first day, like going into Lynn, we were at this camp, right? Like the summer going into it. All my boys were like, "Hey, yo, what are you gonna wear for first day of school?" You're like, "I'm wearing these Chucks, these new shoes they just got, bro." I'm hyped. "Oh, what are you doing?" "Oh, I got the Forza, like all this." And like I had these like blue Nike like Dunks. I didn't even know what they were called, but they knew what they were called. I was like, my boy Shine goes, "Yeah, bro. So what are you gonna wear for the first day of school?" And I go, "Oh, probably something like this." And they were like, Rob, he said he's gonna wear this. He said he's gonna wear this. You can't wear this the first day of school, bro. And I was like, wow, I know.
That's too funny.
You rocking the new rap?
Yeah, I had it on, man, earlier, man. I got my braids did. It was fire. Slept with him, dog. It's a fun experience, man. Shout out to Thundercat.
Yes, sir.
Brain Feeder Records. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, you know the vibes, man. But speaking of music, right? So what got you guys into music? I know you've been playing guitar for a long time. You've been songwriting for a long time. So, you know, what got y'all into music?
So you start, and then I'll let you at.
Well, a long time.
All right, so boom, right? My boy Jermaine comes from a huge musical family. I'd be at his crib, right? He got a bunch of high school bands, and I'm sitting there like, yo, I feel like I can hear the notes that they're trying to hit, so I should try it. And as a kid, we had this little like MIDI Yamaha keyboard, and I'd always just play the notes by ear from the radio. So I met him like 10 years later. I'm like, oh, people can do this. Like, this is a life choice. I didn't know that. So I was like, all right, I'll try to sing. We have a high school band called Dork, and we had mad fun with it, you know what I mean? Shout out to Josh Bowden, George Major, our bassist and our drummer. And then, yeah, like we all went to school and stuff, and then me and him linked back up and was like, yo, what are we trying to do? We linked up with Big Cat Phoenix, super salute to him.
Got himself.
Him too.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and just ever since then, it's just like a dream come true. That's what I think. I feel I'm blessed to like, hey, this might work. It went from like, hey, let's try it to like, yo, we just,
The more important thing about it though is like we were friends first before we started making music.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? So like, we can make music with anybody, right? But like, you guys might not like vibe with each other outside of the music. So like, you can grind gears and stuff. But like, we both liked the same similar stuff. So like, the chemistry was just there, right? And it's like that's. And I remember like when we started the band, we needed a singer. I was like, I think he can do it because he can hear the notes.
Yep.
He can sing it. He's not tone deaf.
thank God.
But he has.
It's the only thing I got, yo.
He got it. You know, he got it.
Looks and, you know what I mean?
Make music like this. It'll always be that way. So I'm like, yeah, this is perfect fit. You know.
It's always cool to see that too. Like even I can relate. My boys be doing the same type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, where they're just involved in pop culture, but we were friends first. So that, you know, I definitely hear you guys
can bounce ideas off each other and all that. Like I remember like watching some stuff like running back Devontae Freeman, right? One of him and his boy went to the league, but like they were not competing with each other, but like they would hang out through football, and hang out outside. It was like wake up in the morning, they both wanted to make it, so they both trained. You know what I mean? Like it was just kind of like a build up thing. You know?
Now, we're not called level 3rd for this, but I just, you know, thought of something crazy where it's like, that's the first level of friendship where it's like, oh, we all really mesh together. And then it's like, level 2 would be, you know, let's get our hobbies together. So now we start making music. And level 3rd would be us getting bread, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Making money together, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Exactly.
There's levels to this.
There's levels to this, bro. That's part of why.
You're way more profound than I thought you were.
Oh, sorry. It's the altitude right now, you know what I mean?
We're too high. We're high above the sky right now. So yeah, speaking of level 3rd, obviously that's not the reason why you guys.
Not specifically.
Okay,
it can't be.
Yeah, right. Right. Matter of fact, we should make it because I'm about to explain how it came up. So literally, we was at our boy Big Cat's house, and we started making mad music together. Everybody was kind of learning how to, you know, use Logic. That was the first time we had Logic too. So, and then I was just freestyling, and then I just blah 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 blah. We are level 3rd, you ain't never heard, parking like we Spurs, listening to Nerd.
Ooh.
And then I said, and then like 2 weeks later, we were like, yo, what do we call ourselves? There's 3 of us. Should we name it a trio or something? The 3 Amigops. Shout out to Jimmy Neutron. And then we listened to the freestyle, and I was like, I'm an idiot. I literally said this already, just level 3rd. And I was like, oh, what's that mean? And it's kind of whatever I thought at the time. Like, oh, how at first it's like, oh, how everybody claims like, oh, poor countries are 3rd world, yet we're like the 3rd planet from the sun. So technically everything we do is 3rd world. Yeah. Then it was like Super Mario, where
deep into this.
level 3rd, like the 3rd level of Super Mario, where it's like you're up in the trees at like the highest point. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. There's just there's levels. This is like whatever you want. Rule of 3, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Everything comes in 3.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
It's funny because like you start seeing it like throughout our lives. He kept saying that. I'm like, damn, he was right. The whole time. No, that's it. We're stuck with it. I'm like, yeah, let's make it work. And so, made it work, man.
I hear you, man. So for Command, you went to Charleston. You studied.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So came.
Going to that.
Yeah. Play football as long as I've been making music. Right. It was like that. It was one or the other. In my head, I'm like, I'm either making it to the league, or I'm performing in front of 100,000 people. You know what I mean? One or the other is hands down.
It's kind of the same.
I know. So, you know, I played, knew what I wanted for a long time, and remember my stepdad. My stepdad played for the Patriots and the Raiders. Right?
Oh, wow. Okay. What position you play? Yeah.
Tight end. He played tight end. Played QB at University of Kentucky, and that's why they're there now. And he said to me, he looked at me and said, "You want to make it to the NFL?" And I'm like, "Yes." And so he's like, "You got to stop with the music thing for a little bit, because that's what your focus should be. Should be 100% football."
Yeah.
I'm like, that makes sense. You know what I mean? There's no hopping in. Like back at like up here compared to like down south, the cultures are so different.
Yeah.
Like you wake up and breathe football from one play. Exactly. Right? There's no off season. There's no nothing. Like just up here, we kind of like, oh, it's football season. Well, a couple of weeks is baseball or like basketball. So let's just hang out. Right? It's like it was fun, but like different mindset. So I knew I wanted to play. So then he said, "You got to chill with the music thing for a little bit." I'm like, "All right, I got you." It makes a lot of sense. So then I went to college, went to Fort Union Military Academy for like a semester, and then after that, I went to Charleston. You know, bust your ass, and you just keep going. Tore my ACL in high school.
Dang.
Tore it again in college. And tore
Dang.
it again my senior year in college. So then,
Dang.
after tearing it my third season, I was like, I came out of the hospital after my appointment. I was just sat in my car. I'm like, yo.
It's depressing.
That wasn't, dude. It was heartbreaking. It was like it's one of those things you put blood and sweat into, and you don't know how much that hurts until it's like you realize you can't advance forward anymore.
Exactly.
So I had like a good day or two sitting. I'm like, this is like that dream's over. That is over. So like, now what? You can go to the business world if you want to. You know, football allowed me to get my master's. So like you can either do that, or you can just do what you really want to do what you love, come back to Massachusetts and transfer that same mentality of I want to go to the league to I want to succeed in music, and you will not go wrong. You know what I mean? It's like, again, like I told you, live or die by it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like as soon as I got back, it was kind of like I looked at him, he looked at me, he was like, all right,
You know, all right, man.
let's do this thing. He's like, told you.
No way, bro. What the heck?
But honestly, like for real, like living throughout life, it's like you have that determination to do stuff, and with football, you can take that and apply that to music.
Yeah,
You can
literally.
do the same with high school,
Everything about it.
putting in work. So
Everything about it,
yeah, but we're gonna get into dork, right? So we're gonna get into dork, all right?
This man's researchers.
So one of your first available tracks was like 4 years ago. It was like a whole single, right? It was called Stars.
Wow.
The first song that you guys had was like a little snippet. It wasn't an actual. I wouldn't count it as an actual song.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't count it as an actual song.
That's fine.
But yeah, Stars was one of your first available
Yeah.
tracks. You also had like a visual on YouTube, but it wasn't an actual music video. But get into
Yeah.
like working with Dork. I know you mentioned a little bit of Dork. But
Yeah. Shout out to Josh Bowden, the Bowden family,
Yep.
George Major, and the Major family. Yeah, we just linked up. How did Dork even start, man? We linked up with Joshy. I know that.
All right, yeah. So, first band I ever had was in 8th grade. I met our boy George through that band. George and I started playing together with our boy Tobin. Shout out Tobin.
Times New Roman.
Times New Roman was my first band of all time. The
Times
font.
New Roman.
Like the font.
It was stupid, and I get it, but
They clap.
anyways, then we George and I started playing with Tobin. Tobin just went off and did his own thing, so it was George and we met our friend Josh Bowden. So Josh and I started jamming together, and the whole
I
time,
walked upstairs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can sing with y'all.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the whole time we were both hanging out, and then he was like, "Well, hey, let's play music." Because that's when he just decided, like, let's do it.
Yeah,
you know?
thanks.
I was like, yeah, he has charisma. I love him on stage.
Like, I guess.
Yeah, there wasn't the internet stuff. people love them. You know what I mean? People just love them.
Don't
So,
let these
he
people.
got the
Don't let
charisma.
nobody gas you.
Listen,
Do not let nobody gas you. Right?
Yeah. So then we started making songs, and he came up with the lyrics of Stars, and we just made it. So the recording you heard was like the beginning of Level 5.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like we're just learning.
That's a Fendi.
Yeah, we're just learning how to. Nice. And we're just learning how to.
Right,
He is off. He is gone. He's out there.
He took a high jump.
Right? He's just going. No. Hey, man. On gas, no brakes.
I try to think about what he's listening to get him going like that.
Some type of rock. Or something
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
Some corn.
Yes. Shout out Corn. I'm a big Corn fan. But
Anywho.
so then that's learning how to use Logic at that time. Where like it sounded pretty good. We made it now, which we should do. It would be a completely different experience, like in terms of what you guys hear. But,
Yeah.
that was our first time like going with it. So we're like, we're part of this.
Right, yeah.
We made that song with Dork, recorded it
As level third,
you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up. It all starts from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It all starts from the beginning stages.
Yeah.
So you guys also released a project which was 2 years ago, which was called Balance.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys like released like a little like I wouldn't even say trailer. Could you call it a trailer? Like,
The video,
Yeah, I don't even know, but it was like 10 minutes long almost. So I was just like,
it's like a day in the life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
that's lit. People homie. Now don't swat them. It's just, you know what I mean?
We got Black on.
Yeah,
he's right now.
Yeah.
Homies.
Back off.
That's Philip, bro. That's Philip. He always comes here and tags with us, you know what I mean? But yeah, Balance. That, dude, honestly, I can go back to that video sometimes and it's just like weird. Like the last time I watched it, I was like, damn. Like, yo, that's a year ago, then it's like 2 years ago now. And so it's like, as long as I'm calm, that bee's not gonna sting me, right? It's on me? It's on me, right?
Back up.
Just
Back
like
up.
you can smell your fear, bro.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Just kidding with a little ball.
Hey man, you know what I mean? So I wrap my do-rag up and just anybody get too close. Gotta be socially distant bumblebees out here. Anywho, yeah, back to Balance. Yo, I seen that video and I'm like, yo, we've come a long ass way. Like, yo, that video is beautiful. I love it because it's so like random, but yet it goes through like, okay, you can't listen to our whole album. Okay, at least watch this like 8-minute clip, and we have like the album's there. It's just like behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just
That's the Big Cat thing. Like,
Big Cat Phoenix.
His mind's on something else. Like that's something like I didn't get it why he was doing it, but then like he put it together and we're like, oh, that's really fun to watch. You know what I mean? I love that.
Yeah.
So he just thinks of stuff like that all the time, man.
I hear you, man. So what was the process like? How was it like, performing in the studio and making that album?
Balance. Let me see, intro. It's literally like learning how to walk and then run. Like, cause you're gonna put it out.
Yeah.
So like, nobody ever, when you start making music, you never want to fall on your face. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure like everything sounds good, not only in the lab, in your car, in your bud headphones, in your beats or whatever, like everything has to be perfect, but also you gotta remember that you are starting. Like, you can't be overly too hard on yourself.
Right.
I'm sort of a perfectionist to a fault where it's just like I can mess up one time and I'm just like, all right. It's like when you playing a game and there's like a boss and he's just murking you.
Yeah.
So you put it down, all right, and then you wait a day and you come back and you don't even get touched the next time you do it. You know what I mean? Boom, wash him, One Punch Man shit. And that, you know what I mean? That's what that process was. You know what I mean? You stumble a little here. Other songs are just like in the breeze, and then it's just like, even today I look back on it and I was just like obviously we sound better now, but like I'm still proud of what I did because like
it should be.
It's like your first steps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
We kind of like it's like we made a bunch of stuff too on that. We just said let's make an album or something, like let's put a project together, because like it was our first time even like thinking about putting a project together, and so we were proud of what we did at the time. And sometimes I look back now, like you said, I'm proud of it, but like what you can do now, you know what I mean, in terms of mixing and all that, and like what you should have done here and there, something like this. I don't know.
You do learn from those times. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So you
yeah,
can't regret that.
Exactly. There's always a step in growing, like I said before. So, for real. But we're gonna get into like performances,
Yeah.
right? So you guys done performances prior to Middle East Nightclub, I'm sure.
yeah.
But how is that like performing at Middle East Nightclub and just getting people familiar to your work?
It's they don't know what to expect when they hear us. So it's
You
up
guys
to
got the, my bad to cut you off, but you guys got the crowd jumping. I seen the little visual. I seen everybody jumping up and down.
yeah, I mean, and that's confidence in what you're doing, and what you're making and what you're presenting to them. It's kind of like you play it and you know, okay, this is gonna get it when it starts, and like it's up to you to emit that energy to them. You know what I mean? And like sometimes it doesn't always work, but like as long as they can see that you're feeling it, it changes the whole, everything in that room.
Yeah, tangent incoming. We got to think about where music came from. As babies, we used to get sang to, calm us down. Now music nowadays is so, easily consumable, we kind of don't think about that. But like, it's like low. Not that we're the world's moms, but like, it's our job to like get you to feel how either we felt when we made that song, when we play that song, or get you out of whatever you're feeling. Hey, be present. Either be like, we control, either you're present with us or we're taking you back to that day where, you know, you got broken up with your girl and, you know what I mean, you had no prom date or something. You know what I mean? Like that's our, we're like curators of human emotion. All right, that's enough. I will stop talking once again.
I like that a lot. Write that down?
Yeah, sure, I'll write it down. But dude, at the Middle East, it was like,
bro. Okay.
So like, we talked about balance being that first step.
Yeah.
Middle East was our first jump. And it's just like, when you hear your own music, like shaking the house.
Bro. Okay, first of all, a lot of the time, because I'm playing on stage, right? A lot of the time, it's not necessarily am I gonna mess up. It's like, how are we gonna sound to them? Am I gonna be too loud? Am I gonna be too quiet? Like, and so then we get an email. We get the criteria, and they go, okay, so level 3rd sound check at 6:30 or something like that. And as soon as I said sound check, I'm like, okay, yeah, oh, awesome.
Yeah, right?
Right. And then we walked in there like we were somebody, like, yeah, there's sound check, yes. You're the sound check guy, yeah? Right, how's it going?
Yes, I'm the sound engineer.
Yeah, whatever, hey. But then, so we sound checked, and then like, we knew what first song we were gonna hit, and then like that hit you in the chest, the bass and the kick, and he's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yes, everything is fine. And so then, so you know how you're gonna sound and everything. So my worry was gone now. I mean, and so we, you know, go out there, and then because we know how it's gonna be, you're way more free.
Facts.
It was just like,
It's just from there, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm sure it's surreal, like living in it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm sure it's
Again,
surreal.
it's a blessing. I'm super humble.
We talk to each other all the time. We say like, if we can get a sound like that, we'll play for ourselves. Like,
Literally.
we don't care.
I literally, once we're done with sound check, I'm like, I can go home. Like, well, I'll do this another time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was, and then with people, it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're jumping now, you know what I mean?
It's awesome.
That show was a rock film too.
Yeah, it was a metal show.
Okay.
Rock film. So like,
Crazy.
They usually like change genres, so it's not like only like that type of style. It's also rap and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I
Lady
didn't know
goes,
they
she
had
said it was
that.
like, so you guys can do like rock stuff, right? You guys can do like a rock show. We were like, can we do rock stuff? Hell yeah, we can do rock stuff. We did whatever we wanted anyways.
Yeah. Is my guy cute? Yeah, cute. Yeah.
So then like, as a guitar player too, because you're against like, you're putting up against these like other rock musicians in like this hip hop thing we do.
Yeah.
I have to be on point in my head all the time. Like, I gotta get these guys to think, oh, he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? And that reciprocated when people were like, you know, the headliner and everything were like, hey, you really killed it. I'm like, thank you.
It's just a relief.
Yeah.
With your style though, I mean, like you described it, it's like kind of like a pop hip hop, but it's very unique. So, how would you guys describe your style of music?
Yeah, we do what we want, man.
Cool. So it's
feeling-
like it's I wouldn't even say freelance. Would you say it was freelance? Or
We're feeling it, man. Like, it can be. You know what?
It's
Yeah.
funny.
Because like,
Mercenary pop. We do it. Whoever pays the highest price, we'll do it. Yeah?
like for example, on Milkshake,
Yeah.
we literally went from like, boom, 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 he starts rapping.
Yeah.
And then guitar comes in later, he starts singing.
yeah.
And then later on in the song, there's a rock outro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just like, oh, you know, and then a lot of people can wrap their mind around it. So it was just like,
Good. As long as it's organized too,
Yeah.
because it's one thing to like make it all over the place, but the way even Milkshake, I enjoy the track Milkshake. It's one of my favorites.
Appreciate you.
But it's just, it's well organized. You even got the rap line in it, and then it's like you get in the, and then you start vibing. So it's like one of those things, like you start jumping, and then you get to the vibing part, and it's just like, oh wow. It's just a well organized track when you have it that way. Even with songs alone, when you listen to a track and you have a rap, but you also have a chorus, right? So it's one of those things. It's well put out, man, for real. That Soul Baby is another track. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. But just how is it? You know what I'm saying? Because even with Soul Baby and Milkshake, you guys got a lot of views on that. So how is it like to see that people are acknowledging your work? Like I said, from like the Middle East.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy because it's like, you know, you you try to like do something you love just because you love it, right?
Yeah.
But like then when you see other people enjoying it, it's just like, oh,
confirmation.
Exactly. So it's like we're not wasting our time. You know what I mean?
I think I should do this, and you think I should do this? That's great. Go with it.
That's awesome, man. So, obviously, Boston has a music scene, Brockton has a music scene. There's a lot of places in the scene that has but nobody really acknowledges the Lynn music scene. So,
crazy.
Is there a Lynn music
Yo,
scene?
Lynn music scene is crazy. Like
heavy
everybody talented. I don't want to name drop because I feel like if I forget one of y'all, I'm gonna get shot. But yeah, I mean, I can't bro. Like, there's just too many, bro. Like,
and they can all hit it, bro. Like, and like the thing is, they know each other too. You know what I mean? Like, and I love it because very rarely do you see them disrespect each other in terms of who they are as artists. They all sort of love. Like, it's beautiful.
shout out C. Wells, Jigs. Everybody, Juke, oh man, Slim, there's too many. There's too many. There's too many, man. There's too many. It's way too talented in Lynn, bro.
Yeah, Slim, your new project's coming out. Can't wait to hear that. Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Zani, bro. Like, yo, there's too much. There's like, it's so much art packed in Lynn, man. Like it's just packed in, and it's like
this.
Yeah, literally.
This is what it is.
Literally, it's just wherever you look, you can find something for you, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We need to do our digging on Lynn because it's one thing to find you guys, right?
Yeah.
But you know, there's so much more talent that needs to be recognized.
We'll let you know. Absolutely.
Yeah, we got you.
But so we mentioned Big Cat before, man. Big Cat plays a huge role in you guys' visuals, photography,
BCP.
all that. Obviously, your manager as well plays a huge role in that.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's
Oh no! Shout out Tristan Smith.
He did track too, I think.
Yeah,
so he's a
yeah,
nice
I mean,
little track star.
President, man.
He's on it. There's some people who just have it like up here.
Yeah.
Like, we meet him, he's like quick with his words, but he's a Suffolk Law School student too. So like,
also he's the president for Play for Change 2020, which just raised over
$7 grand.
Yeah, no, 6. Over 6. We meant to raise $3 grand. It was a 30-hour stream.
If you want to explain what that is too.
Nah, I mean, it's about to rain. I don't want to, I mean. But Play for Change 2020, we basically played for 30 hours in benefit of the Know Your Rights Camp, Colin Kaepernick's charity.
Awesome.
And for 30 hours, we had musicians and gamers streaming to make money. And we only wanted to make 3,000. And then we already eclipsed and went over 6. So
Awesome. Yeah.
that's Tristan Smith right there. Man. And everybody else who was on the stream, obviously.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, shout out Liam and everybody, all the streamers.
I don't think you guys understand how big him and Big Cat was. Like,
They're huge.
Like, Big Cat wanted him to, like, he DJs when we perform. Like, I wanted him to be like front line with us on everything, but he's so, if you meet him, he's really quiet and just he doesn't want to be like the limelight or anything.
Yeah,
like,
it's always good to move in silence, right?
Yeah, facts.
And he drives everything we do, man. Like, he's a killer. Like, he's deadly with his.
That's what's up, man. They definitely, Big Cat's doing his thing, man. For real.
Facts.
Have you seen the visuals? Did he do the music video for Soul Baby?
Yeah, that was him, man.
Yeah, so that came out nice, you know what I mean?
Makes his own music too. Like,
awesome.
Killer.
He does it all.
He does it all.
He's our Leonardo da Vinci, bro.
Yeah.
You heard Leonardo da Vinci's like 7 feet. He was focused on the wrong paint. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be. Supposed to get in these rebounds. What are you doing? Painting
Wasting
for,
time.
Bro? Yeah, man.
Whole renaissance as they come. I would say that's how you guys are described too, especially for the Lynn scene, man. For real. So shout out to you guys for that.
So much talent out there, man.
Yeah, it really is, man. But there's so much to look forward to. So much to look forward to in the music career. Besides music, is there anything that you guys want to accomplish? I know you mentioned a little charity that you guys did. So you guys are doing a lot for the community. But is there anything personal that you guys want to accomplish one by one?
God, personal. I want a big house. I want a Ferrari. I'll get those two things. On the less selfish stint, it's my main thing, and I talk about with my guys all the time, is the idea of education. No, I don't want to be a teacher, but to bring educational opportunities to either impoverished communities and people who need it, because that's how you suppress somebody, by giving them a lack of education. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of just handing money unless I'm betting somebody. It's just, I want to invest in who you are.
Yeah.
You're up there. That solves a long-term problem. So it's my eventual goal. If I can do my part doing that, that's big.
Yeah, I mean, spread as much happiness and spread as much love as I can. No, offense. I don't need a house as long as like everybody healthy. You know what I mean? I always say that I'm gonna be the worst rich person ever because y'all not gonna even know. Like, low key, I have like a new whip, maybe a Tesla or something, and then as long as I can keep doing what I'm doing and make everybody happy.
Exactly. What changed lives, man? What changed lives?
Yeah, exactly.
For the better. Like, have to.
It's always good to have that, and that'll come over time.
Yeah.
So, but it's always good to make an impact off of that, man. But with that being said, is there any upcoming projects that we should be looking forward to?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Soon.
I seen a trailer for an upcoming project. I don't know if that is it. Let me pull it up.
Drop Hurt.
Came out.
New single. It dropped
Okay.
August 3rd.
Is there a title for the new project?
Oh, you mean like an album project?
Like an album project, yes. Like an album project.
Yeah. We dropping right now. We dropping singles to test the water. You know what I mean? 'Cause you don't want to fish in an empty pond.
The demand of an album.
Yeah, exactly. You know how like Russ does. You know what I mean? He did like he dropped a single a week. No, we try and do that. Basically, every third we're gonna try to drop something, whether it's merch, music, a vlog, whatever, a skit. It don't even matter. You know what I mean? Yeah, the vlog.
Those are fun.
I miss the vlog so much.
Those
Just
are fun. Yeah. Times change, man. We just
exactly. Especially because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully, hopefully after this spins the block, we all take this time to, better ourselves and
Go from there, right?
exactly.
With that being said, how do you guys view our platform, right? So, with us, you said it before, spread love.
Yes,
spread opportunity, spread the culture. What can you guys take from this? You know what I mean?
It's like, I know it's kind of cliche, but it feels like, when people say support local businesses,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, but it's like, it's not a business. It's not only a business. Like, we're not here to just make money. We're here to make change, connect, because like, I know I said it earlier, like, we're all third world, it's all level third to me, but like, we all got to kind of be together, because in this climate that we're in socially, it's very easy to have beef with people. You know what I mean? Very easy. It's almost like advertised to have beef with people. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you rock that? Oh, nah, bro. Not like, you know what I mean? Nah.
Exactly.
So it's like, nah, all we gotta do is connect. Hey, man, you hungry? Let's go get something to eat.
Yeah, very important to build up each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we all hungry. We all trying to, you know what I mean?
We're trying to eat, man.
Climb our walls. You know what I mean? Walls of oppression. Nah, I'm just, low key not, but.
You get it.
Oh man, it was a pleasure, yo.
Yeah, man, thanks, man. Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Yeah,
anytime. You guys are amazing, and I can't wait to see what you guys are.
All right, man. Do over, don't. Y'all better lock in, all right? Like, subscribe.
Yes,
Level3rd.com. Level 3rd on YouTube. Streaming everywhere. Hurt. We got some more heat coming for y'all, all right?
Like our stuff.
And new merch, too.
New merch on the way. You see the hat, man. You see the hat.
Hey you, hello. I know you see me looking at you from across the room.